Protests in Chile. In Chile, Puction, they used to live a life of corruption, but today all these corrupt people are paying for their actions thanks to the Chilean people. Chile has to keep attacking the corrupt, and Chile should work for the people, not for the private companies. Chile can become one of the countries with the best job and educational opportunities. The real numbers of Hispanics in the United States. A few years ago, pushing the number of Latin Americans in the United States was almost 51 million people, while today it is almost 56 million people. Latinos can be in their countries because of the different situation they find themselves. Latinos should have their papers in order so that they don't get into trouble in the United States. And the United States may after Latinos who want to get ahead either by working or staying work order.
Pregnant woman from Guatemala dies after fall from wall US-Mexico border. A 19-year-old pregnant woman from Guatemala died from injuries suffered after falling from the US-Mexico border wall. This young woman fell as she tried to climb the steel mesh barrier near El Paso, Texas. The case represents a clear example that how migrants try to search new ways to reach the US amid new restrictions and they might not mind risking their life. Migrants should not take that big risk. The governments of Latin American countries have to manage better their resources, leave the corruption and the violence, and give their citizens better life opportunities. In this way, migrants may not think about leave their countries getting endanger their lives from an American dream that doesn't always turn out to be what they wanted. Operation Condor. Former Argentine junta leader held. Former Argentine junta leader Reinaldo Vignoni has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for crimes committed under Operation Condor, a conspiracy between South America's dictators in the 1970s. In the 1970s, some of the South American countries were ruled by conservative regimes, either dictators or military boards, and they had growing problems with opposition forces and dissidents. They established Operation Condor, a collaboration of these countries to run out and kill or other ways silence their enemies across the continent. By the time it ended, the trust of South Americans in their leaders was shattered.
Tuesday, the key day of decision for world sport. In the world of sport punctuation, everything was wonderful, but this Tuesday capital letter for, of, for the world of sports will be a key day in the future of the Grand Soccer Leagues and the Olympic capital letter 2020. UEFA and the International Olympic Committee were informed of the new global virus until they had to make decision about the future of these events because of the spread of the coronavirus. This meeting aims to talk about the new virus but could also look at the response of European football and the International Olympic Committee to this change. The organizers of the 2020 Olympics had doubts about whether to suspend the event or not, but today their directors decided that the 2020 Olympics could be organized as planned without problems with control of the spread of the virus. ANATO, the oldest union in the tourism sector, turned 67. ANATO, an association created on October 20 of 1949, which is currently celebrating its 67th anniversary. ANATO has to keep growing in the tourism. ANATO must continue to create events that help tourists. Previously, the travel agencies did not have the necessary tools to improve their organizational structure. But now, thanks to NATO, the agencies have improved their organizational structure. The association can become one of the largest tourism associations.
The first news item details what Colombia was like in the time of Pablo Escobar. Colombia's largest and most powerful drug trafficker, and also relates the atrocities he committed and in order to get what he wanted. The second news is about Colombia today, which is going through a moment of crisis with the world war due to a daily virus that spreads worldwide and is called COVID-19. Thank you for your attention. See you soon.